Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a mess. So this is an old fence on the back side of the property beside one of the fields that we got, and basically it doesn't keep the animals in anymore because it's all just grown in. Excuse me. A couple of decades of throwing trash right in here, right up against the fence line, and just leaving it like that. You can see the stone piles. So today I am going to take my chainsaw, clear a path down the back there. I can see a spot where I could do a nice little path right beside the fence. Clear out around the fence as much as possible so I can throw a new fence up in there. And this summer, when things all clear up, we will come back and clean all this out to the fence line, cutting it back and cleaning all of these dead debris up so that it's easier to maintenance next time. Oh, let's get started. Let's see. Probably is a good spot for you. We'll move you around as need be later. Might be even better. And because you guys aren't going to be able to see me with them on, I do have earring protection in. I'll leave a link in the description below. Alrighty, so, well, we walk down to the next section. Okay, I got plenty of battery left. Oh, we walk down to the next section. I will give you a brief overview of the insanity of what is going on. So, you can see right here the original fence that's been up that separated the pasture and the meadow from the woods. Over time, what's happened is they just dumped a bunch of stuff, rocks, branches, up against the fence and pushed the meadow farther into the meadow, thus limiting the distance of the meadow, which is fine if you come clean it up later or you don't need that big of a meadow. The issue is I am now 20-30 feet into the meadow of all just this thick underbrush as the meadow keeps the forest keeps encroaching on the meadow. So what I'm doing now is cutting a little path down through here that I can drive a tractor down through, and then I'll set the fence up someplace like some of these bigger trees. I'll set the fence along that and tear up all of the fence that I can find in there and give the animals that undergrowth to chew down first thing this spring. Then later this summer, I'll come in with my chainsaw and equipment and clean all of this out and push the meadow back to here, and I'll have a pathway right here on this side of the fence that I can log from, and that I can maintain the fence on both sides instead of just one side and continuously pushing the fence farther and farther into the meadow. What I'm going to do with all that stuff, I don't know. Probably burn piles, biochar, maybe chip a little bit. All of the stones, I'm not sure. I might stack it up and make a nice stone wall on that side of the meadow or on that side of the fence, and thus be able to work on it from both sides. But we'll see what it comes to when I get to putting the fence up. Right now, I can get a tractor through here. I can chip all of this later. I can open this up a little bit. I'll probably take that one. That one looks dead. That one looks alive. That's an apple tree. That's an apple tree. I'll try and keep those two alive. And maybe I'll even push the meadow down through there and give them all of this while I neaten this briar up. I think this used to be a hedgerow. Not sure. Probably just a stone pile. Sorry for being a little bit phlegmy, but now I can get the vehicles down through here and clean this all up. I can only imagine trying to do this like when they first made this with all just hand tools. That one looks mostly alive, but I'm not sure based on that trunk. We'll see what I do with that one later. That one's definitely dead, but I'm not going to take her today. I'll wait till I get the tractors and everything else. I'm just going to try and clear a path down through here and try and not get killed with a widowmaker, and just keep an eye out like that one. That one's going to have to come. That one's dead that I'm standing under right now, so that one will have to come later. But you can see over here how it's all just viney shit, even eating away the trees right there. So I'll let the animals, instead of fencing them out of here, fence them in, and they'll destroy most of this and open it back up quite nicely first thing once I get them in here, and then I can just do the final cleanup. That's the nice thing about animals. If you use them right, they do a lot of the work for you. If you don't have them, you gotta do all the labor that they do too. So, all right, that's enough for one video. I think I'll stop it there, 30 minutes in, and we'll start up again in the next video.